and gentlemen, let me begin tonight with a profound observation from the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Speaking in Kerala today, Rahul Gandhi said, and I quote, "All over the country, we see people who believe something but don't have the courage to say. Strong words, those, as always. But today, as we discuss Karnataka Congress government's decision to go back to the ballot paper for local polls, I'm compelled to ask, what exactly does Rahul Gandhi believe? And what does he really know? Does he believe that what he says, or does he lack the courage to say what he knows but refuses to believe? Let's break it down for you, ladies and gentlemen. Elections to Bengaluru's 5 corporations under the Greater Bengaluru Authority, due in May this year, will be held not through EVMs but on ballot paper. The Karnataka State Election Commission says that it is a choice, not compulsion, as law allows both. The move follows state government's recommendation in September last year that local body and panchayat polls move away from EVMs. Congress-led Sarkara had cited erosion of confidence and credibility as the main reason for this. The State Election Commission has now agreed and is backing the decision by citing the example of the United States of America. The BJP is tying the decision to revert to age-old practice with the back-to-back poll route faced by Rahul Gandhi's party. They are asking, after debacle in Bihar and loss of face in BMC, is the Congress party searching for victory or an easy escape from tough introspection and course correction? Either way, the Saffron Party says the outcomes won't change.
Election Commission, the State Election Commission, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆಟ್ ಬುಲೆಟ್ಗಿನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಬರಲಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ತಪ್ಪೇನಿದೆ. ವೋಟಿಂಗ್ ನಡಿಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಬ್ಯಾಲೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಅವ್ರು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವೋಟರ್ ರೋಲ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೆ.
When you don't perform, people keep you out of the power. It's not just one time or 2 times. Several elections, Congress party has been kept out of the power, whether it is in Parliament, whether it is in Vidhan Sabhas, or whether it is in local parties.
It is the prerogative of the State Election Commission on how they would like to conduct the elections, and we have moved a bill, an amendment for the same. So there is nothing wrong with reverting back to the ballot paper, and BJP can do what they want.
Congress party is a poster child of hypocrisy, the kind of bad governance, law and order failure, economic failure and infrastructure failure that Congress has delivered in Karnataka. They will lose, whether ballot boxes or EVMs. But the hypocrisy is that the same Congress party wins the local polls in Kerala using the EVMs, they celebrate EVM. They win the Vidhan Sabha election in Karnataka using EVM, they celebrate EVM. And ironically, EVMs were introduced in the country when Rajiv Gandhi ji was there, and it was introduced in Karnataka for local polls when Congress government was there. At that time, EVMs were perfectly fine. Today, EVMs are bad.
The Karnataka government's decision to revert to ballot papers appears to be more of a political move to keep the pot boiling in Congress's campaign against electronic voting machines, a campaign led by Rahul Gandhi himself. But here comes the irony. I told you that Congress MP was in Kerala today. Now let me tell you why. He was there to celebrate his party's performance in the recently concluded local polls. He was in fact addressing the newly elected Congress local body members. No word on rigging, no complaints of EVM malfunctioning, no doubts raised on election commission, just faith in democracy even after winning by the EVM.
I'd like to congratulate everybody who took part in the local body elections and gave a superb result for the Congress party and the UDF. And I'm especially happy that we have done well because the panchayats, the third tier of government is the foundation of our democratic system.
Speaking of irony, let's also remind you that 83.61% of respondents in a recent survey in Karnataka believed EVMs were trustworthy, and 84% said elections in the state are free and fair. But the key question now is, can ballot papers really reverse Congress's declining poll fortunes? The electoral record from recent local body polls conducted using ballot papers indicates otherwise. In the Karnataka urban local body elections of December 2025, the BJP swept all 4 town panchayats, including 2 previously held by the Congress party. In the Goa Zilla Parishad polls, also in December last year, the BJP won 29 seats against Congress's 10. And in Punjab Zilla Parishad elections, the Aam Aadmi Party dominated with 218 seats, while Congress managed just 62 out of 347 zones. The data clearly shows that outcomes are rarely being shaped in Congress's favor by any voting method. So does that mean the Congress is trying to paper over real issues by shifting the spotlight to ballot papers? Look at the fault lines across the states. In Maharashtra, the party's BMC debacle has been bruising. Congress finished 5th in the municipal polls, triggering open dissent. A Congress MLC, Bhai Jagtap, sought accountability, openly saying that the Mumbai Congress chief must resign. But instead of answers, he was served a show-cause notice. In poll-bound Tamil Nadu, the trouble is within the alliance. A growing Congress DMK tussle over power sharing, with seat-sharing tensions rising as Congress pushes for a larger slice in the pie. And in Karnataka, a simmering power struggle between DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah. Well, it's been going on for so long that I don't even know where to begin and when this will ever end. Over the chief minister's post can boil over any minute, waiting for it and waiting for that ugly splash in public. But listen in to what they have to say.
मैं कहाँ जहाँ गया वहाँ लोगों ने यानी जो हमारे उम्मीदवार लड़ रहे थे वो बोल रहे कोई नहीं आया। मेरे ख्याल से 24 जो चुन के आए वो अपने बलबूते पे आए, अपनी ताकत पे आए। लेकिन हमारी पार्टी ने क्यों ऐसा किया कि वो गठबंधन में नहीं गए, क्यों गए, या आला कमान का इसके बारे में सोच क्या है?
भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने सभी घटक दलों को खा गई है। अजीत पवार जी को और एकनाथ शिंदे जी को विचार करना चाहिए। हम तो जहाँ थे वहीं खड़े हैं, लेकिन एकनाथ शिंदे और अजीत पवार जी से पूछिए कि वो कहाँ खड़े हैं। उनको तो खा गई भारतीय जनता पार्टी। अगले चुनाव तक उनका अस्तित्व खत्म हो जाएगा, उनको विचार करना चाहिए।
We have already started discussion, so we are waiting for their call, and when their call is there, we'll let you know.
So you are waiting for their response. Till now, there is no response.
There is no response from them.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the Motorola legitimate question on the News Hour tonight. Will voting via ballot paper end Congress party's long list of bahanas? That's the question and that's the debate on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Shehzad Poonawala, national spokesperson of the BJP, Ishkaran Bhandari, advocate in the Supreme Court, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, senior fellow at the IPCS. Also joining me in our studios tonight, Vivek Silas, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Vivek Srivastav, political analyst, supports the left parties, Salim Dharnidharan, national spokesperson of the DMK, joining us in just a bit. But my first question goes to Congress leader Ashwini Kumar Mishra. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, I mean, irony of ironies, hypocrisy, that, you know, the crown of hypocrisy really goes to Mr. Rahul Gandhi. He is in Kerala today, celebrating the victory of the Congress, corporators and municipal elections winners. That election happened through EVMs, my friend. And he's talking about ballot papers that will be used in Karnataka. I want to ask you, bankruptcy of ideas and self-confidence, is that what the Congress party is going through? You're not looking at your own faults. In fact, Imran Masood is telling everybody BJP is eating its partners. My friend, the last time I saw the numbers of the municipal polls in Mumbai, Uddhav Thackeray, Raj Thackeray ate you up. They had you for breakfast, my friend. Will you look at your alliances, or will you always be worried about what the BJP is doing? Will you look at how you have won in Kerala, or will you start going towards paper ballots? वो नाच ना जाने आंगन टेढ़ा मुहावरा सुना होगा कभी?
जी नाविका जी, गुड इवनिंग टू यू, योर व्यूअर्स एंड फेलो पैनलिस्ट। नाच न जाने आंगन टेढ़ा, नाचना कौन नाचेगा तो आने वाला समय बताएगा, और आंगन टेढ़ा है या नहीं है, दिस इज डेफिनेटली देयर बिकॉज बीजेपी स्टैंड फॉर भ्रष्टाचार, जुमला एंड प्रोपोगेंडा. They have done the money theft, they have done the land theft, they have done the institutional theft, they have done the rights theft, employment theft, mandate theft, what not. Government, they have led multiple government, they have fallen down. Now they are doing election theft. In an election, there are multiple levels of theft you can do. Right from creating the voter list. First you create voter list, you create a faulty voter list and target one specific community or a specific set of voters who will not probably vote for BJP. Second, when they goes to the poll, you create a system where one person can do multiple votes. That's the second level of theft. And the third is when the counting happens, your machines, you can manipulate the machines, and if you are losing an election, you can definitely win that election.
How did you win Kerala, sir, then?
So we are forced.
How did you win in Kerala?
We still have to fight.
How did you win in Goa, local body polls? How did you win in these states, sir?
Navika ji, I explained there are multiple levels of theft. In these places, we are so much in majority that they can't do anything. It's like मेरे घर में चोरी हो गई और मैं जाके कंप्लेन कराया कि मेरे घर में सोना चोरी हो गया. Now you are giving me logic. नहीं, आपके यहाँ चोरी नहीं हुई है क्योंकि आपकी चांदी चोरी नहीं हुई है, आपकी गाड़ी चोरी नहीं हुई है. It is the same sort of malpractice what Bharatiya Janata Party is doing.
Ashwini ji, Karnataka also you are in majority. Why don't you give up the Karnataka government? वो तो that election you won through the EVMs. Now BJP does what it does to you. Aam Aadmi Party also doesn't treat you well. एक time alliance partner थे ना आपके. Well, Shehzad Poonawalla, how many excuses are too many excuses? Because the Congress party did a survey. The state government in Karnataka did a survey just 3 months ago. And that survey said that 84% of the people in Karnataka believe that free and fair elections took place and that EVMs are doing just fine. So what is the Congress's problem?
ताउम्र कांग्रेस इन डेलुलू, ईसीआई को ब्लेम करो इनका सोलुलू, चुनाव से पहले जाएंगे होनोलुलू और फिर बोलेंगे इलेक्शन कमीशन व्हाट डिड यू डू. मतलब हाथी के दांत और कांग्रेस के सिद्धांत खाने के अलग दिखाने के अलग. बाय द वे नाविका, ईवीएम इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय राजीव गांधी, ईवीएम इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन कर्नाटका लोकल पोल्स बाय कांग्रेस पार्टी विंस बाय ईवीएम इन कर्नाटका विधानसभा वेरी गुड, हिमाचल वेरी गुड, 2009 लोकसभा वेरी गुड, झारखंड जम्मू कश्मीर वेरी गुड, 2024 लोकसभा 99 seats very good, and in Kerala without VVPAT it is very good, but then they say that we are losing because of EVM. 41 verdicts आ चुके हैं. प्रॉब्लम बेटा में है, डेटा में नहीं है नाविका जी. अब मैं आपको दूसरी बात भी बताना चाहता हूँ. भाजपा ने
बेटा किसको कहा आपने? बेटा किसको?
इस देश में एक ही निकम्मा बेटा है.
This is not fair.
मैंने नाम तो लिया नहीं, आप समझ गए, धन्यवाद आपको. मैंने तो नाम लिया नहीं, पर उत्तेजित कौन हो रहा है? कहां से प्रतिक्रिया आ रही है? बेटा तो बहुत सारी पार्टी में है, बेटा बहुत सारी पार्टी में है, पर एक ही बोल पड़ा, एक ही निकम्मा बेटा है, एक ही निकम्मा है, एक ही निकम्मा बेटा है. अब नाविका लेट मी कंप्लीट. नाविका लेट मी कंप्लीट. नाविका जी मैं आपसे जस्ट 20 सेकंड. अश्विनी जी जस्ट 20 सेकंड. अश्विनी मेरे भाई 20 सेकंड्स मोर. नाविका जी, गोवा ZP इलेक्शंस वर हेल्ड ऑन बैलेट V1, छत्तीसगढ़ V1, कर्नाटका टाउन इलेक्शन V1, असम ZP इलेक्शन 300 आउट ऑफ 397 ऑन बैलेट V1. तो आप वहां पे क्या बहाना बनाएंगे? दूसरी बात, आप बैलेट से करो, हमको कोई समस्या नहीं. फॉर इंस्टेंस इन मेनी अदर स्टेट्स, अपकमिंग स्टेट्स, बैलेट से होने वाला, हमको कोई समस्या नहीं. पर मेरा ये कहना है, सुप्रिया सुळे, I cannot blame EVM. Omar Abdullah, don't blame EVM. सुप्रीम कोर्ट, जीते तो हम, वरना EVM. दिस इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोला है और इसीलिए मैं कहता हूं दिस इज द डबल स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑफ कांग्रेस. एंड लास्ट पॉइंट, यू नो व्हाई दे वांट ईवीएम, मैं आपको सुनाना चाहता हूं. 10 सेकंड दे दीजिए, 10 सेकंड, 10 सेकंड. अरे सॉरी, 1 सेकंड. ये है कांग्रेस का बयान ईवीएम को लेकर. सुनिए, आप बीच में मत बोलिए.
खड़ा किया, यह भी खाटी कांग्रेस परिवार के सदस्य बूथ लूटा करते थे नागेंद्र बाबा के लिए.
ये कीर्ति आजाद का भी बयान है, जी परमेश्वर का बयान है और संदीप दीक्षित का बयान है कि ईवीएम आने से पहले हम बूथ लूटा करते थे. और अधीर रंजन चौधरी ने बताया कि जब बंगाल में बूथ लूटा गया तो ममता बूथ चोरी कराती और इसीलिए इनको बूथ पे जाना है.
Well, I want to get in Salim Dharnidharan. Salim Dharnidharan, how do you, one minute, Ashwini ji, थोड़ा सा deep breathing कीजिए. I'm talking to your alliance partner, sir. Hold your horses.
ये डीएमके के साथ नहीं है. अब अलायंस कहां है? अब तो ये
Hold your horses. Salim Dharnidharan, I want to ask you, wherever there have been paper ballot elections, also the Congress has lost. After all, we are talking about Chhattisgarh, Karnataka town elections, as well as Goa, Zilla Parishad, Punjab. All of these elections have been lost by the Congress party. These were all fought on paper ballots. So is this EVM bahana really now looking more and more absurd? Number one. Number two, we spoke to Asaduddin Owaisi, we spoke to Sharad Pawar's party, Uddhav Thackeray's party. All of them have no problems with the result. They have no problems with the EVMs. Only the Congress, which never wins any elections, has a problem with this. Do you think this is against such a manufactured excuse because they don't have their own house in order? You look at what they are doing in Tamil Nadu. One day Praveen Chakravarti will say something. One day Manikam Tagore will say something. They are trying to take more and more seats from you. But the fact is, do they know the reality on the ground? How many they can win?
See, that is for the Congress spokesperson to answer those questions on matters related to internal Congress workings. But I will tell you this, you can't discount a party because they have been electorally unsuccessful in the past few years. I will tell the example of my party. We lost the 2011 election, we are not in opposition. In 2014, my party got 0 out of 40. But again, 2019, we came back with a historical victory in Tamil Nadu, 40 on 40.
EVMs,
minimum,
no?
sorry, 39 on 40.
Through EVMs only, no?
Minimum winning margin. I'm coming there. Let me complete. Even the minimum winning margin was 1 lakh. So one of the biggest margins ever in Tamil Nadu. And again, we won 21, 24, 22. So the electoral victory is always seasonal. One party might lose, one party might win. So that doesn't mean that Congress won't win. Congress can come back with 400 seats in 2029. Who knows? It is for the people to decide, not for you, me, or for even the others to decide. But because DMK has won or Congress is winning does not mean that we can't question the system. Even in autocratic countries in Africa, in Russia, elections do happen and the opposition do get some percentage. But the real question is how non-partisan are the elections happening? How non-partisan is the election commission? To say because you won here, then you can't say that no, the elections are happening fair. In spite of unfairness, the DMK has won. If the elections are fair, our margins would have been much higher. You know, I've told in your
you're contradicting yourself. You're contradicting yourself, Salim Bhai. If you say that you have won by the largest ever margins, that was on EVM and that was during the BJP's government at the center, then what is the point, Ishkaran Bhandari, that he is making? Is he not contradicting himself?
No, I'm coming. No, I see. No, I'm coming there. Just give me some time. So the whole point is, even otherwise, if the EVMs were not, if the election commission was non-partisan, we would have, the constituency in which we had 1 lakh, we would have won with 1,50,000. That is the point I'm trying to say. If the margin would not have been 1 lakh, it would have been 1,50,000. The constituency where we won with 4 lakh, the difference would have been 4,50,000.
Salim Bhai, so you are saying whatever be the condition, the DMK will win. But Congress is not in a position to say that. Congress is not in a position to say that whatever happens, they will win. In Karnataka town elections, there was a Congress government, there was the state election commission, yet the Congress lost. What will you say to that, Ishkaran Bhandari? Are we missing the woods for the trees?
Beta for data.
Navika ji, it's a question to me. Can I answer this?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Navika ji, this is what we call an admission against your own interest. When you come here and say that because of EVM we won the historical greatest ever margin, that shows how fairly the EVMs are operating. But forget EVMs for a second. What has been the history of ballot paper? And you read contemporary newspapers of that time, how ballot boxes were stolen, how they were stuffed, how election used to be happening, how we had this entire world of booth capturing which has died under the EVM era, because the entire booths used to be captured and how they would be stuffed with whosoever was the ruling party. That was the history we come out of it. Now let's see what is happening in US, so-called the most industrialized state in the world. There, vote counting takes a month for California to count its physical ballot with much lesser population than India. Takes a month and more. We have a vibrant population. We are the best in technology. We have to use the technology. But the only difficulty which comes here, it's not about challenging EVM. The real problem lies because you cannot win elections. You want to destroy the credibility in institutions so that you are not held accountable. That's the real danger. Because you cannot hold accountable. Why in 2014 you were in power? You lost. I'm talking about Congress. Why did they lose 2014 while in power? Lost 2019, lost 2024, lost so many elections that it's not worth counting them. But you cannot hold accountability. Shahzad today used Gen Z language because they have a youth leader. Maybe it's addressing the Congress's audience by using all that Gen Z language. But the problem is their youth leader has become a middle-aged person and you still do not win. That is the problem, because you are not winning. You want to destroy faith in institutions. You want to have an example of a Bangladesh, Myanmar or some of these other countries to come into power. That will not succeed in India. Give up that attempt. India's Gen Z is very patriotic. It will not allow you to have this assault on the integrity of systems in India.
What faith are you talking about, Ishkaran?
The Gen Z in
I have
India
not seen how many times ECI has been exposed.
You are
my friend, please tell me, Ashwini ji, please tell me, the State Election Commission conducted the Karnataka local body polls. There also the BJP won. I want to ask you, is the State Election Commission in Karnataka ruled by the Congress party? Is it under the BJP? Bata dijiye.
Navika ji, as I explained earlier, there are 3 stages in the vote theft. One, starting from the voter list, then during when the elections are actually votes are all done, that time, and then when the counting happens.
Sarkar aapki, paper aapka, candidate aapka, counting ka infrastructure aapka. Even then you lost, my friend. You should be worried, sir, about your party, about your candidates, about your cadre, about your strategy. What are you doing? And Vivek Silence, I want to ask you this question. I want to ask you this question. Which party does what is nobody's problem? Problem is, are they blaming everybody else except looking inside their own house and seeing where they are going wrong? Because you heard Hussain Dalwai. He said that the Bombay elections, Mumbai municipal elections were badly handled. There was infighting. They didn't have an alliance in place. They left Uddhav Thackeray. They fought alone, and look at where they are. Even Owaisi has more seats than Congress party in the whole of Maharashtra local body polls. Just about.
Yeah, just about. You know, Navika ji, I'll just remind you of my national president's first speech after the 2024 Lok Sabha election. Though we, uprooted the Bharatiya Janata Party in the 2024 Lok Sabha election, and we made sure that they come into, the Baithakis of Nitish Kumar and Chandrababu Naidu, the government. They just could manage 240. What my national president said on the floor of the Lok Sabha, that even if we would have won 80 out of 80 seats in Uttar Pradesh, he wouldn't have trusted the EVMs, If there is a doubt in people's mind regarding the EVMs, why shouldn't we, go to the ballots again? Someone talked about booth capturing before the EVMs. Now what is happening today, CCTV footages after 5 or 6 p.m. are not being shown to the people. Who knows what is going on inside? Why did the Election Commission stop and say that we will not be able to give the CC footage, CC footage to the people? Why won't we make it public? Today, if you see the data, there was a time when people of the country believed in the Election Commission of India more than the Supreme Court. There was a time. But today, 27 77% of the people in India don't believe the election commission or the EVMs. And why is the Bharatiya Janata Party always defending the EVMs and the ECI? What for? The question is, they are afraid of the ballot papers. They know they will not be able to rig it, and they will fall out. Because EVMs are the only place where they can win election.
The opposition won Telangana, opposition won Bengal, opposition won Karnataka. The BJP didn't sit on the roads and cry, did you?
Point by point. Vivek ji, point by point. He said, first of all, the data is showing that people are losing trust in EVM. In Karnataka government survey said 2023, 78%.
I'm talking about pan-India.
I did not
pan-India.
Please, Vivek,
not Karnataka.
This is not fair. I heard you out. I waited for my turn. Please show the courtesy. 78% trust was there in 2023 on EVMs. It has gone to 83%. Karnataka is not part of India. But
please, India.
You're
just talking about
don't. I don't yield.
Okay, he's picking up the numbers he wants to.
Karnataka government ka survey. Now let me complete. Then he said doubt hai EVM pe. Supreme Court mein 41 times the High Court and Supreme Court has said that ballot pe nahi ja sakte. We have to stick to EVM. You can't blame EVM selectively. Supreme Court se upar hai kuch. Teesri baat. He said that EVM pe fir bhi doubt hai. Tamil Nadu government is introducing EVM for local polls. Is there good EVM and bad EVM? Fourth point. ये कौन हमको चोर बोल रहा है? ये खानदानी चोर. ये खानदानी चोर जिन्होंने 1987 इलेक्शन रिग किया, जिन्होंने 1975 में कन्विक्ट हो गए इलेक्टोरल फ्रॉड के लिए, जो पहले ये बनने से पहले, नागरिक बनने से पहले वोटर लिस्ट में नाम आ गया, एंड फाइनली यू सेड 40 CCTV. मैम, बिहार के इलेक्शंस को 14 नवंबर को रिजल्ट आया चाचा नेहरू के बर्थडे पे, और कितना दिन 45 डेज हो गया, एक कंप्लेंट नहीं डाली.
इन्होंने तो कानून पास किया,
डाली बिहार में,
इम्यूनिटी दी सीआई को.
Well, the point is that
सुप्रीम कोर्ट को ओवररूल किया.
45 days was the time given when there were EVMs and when there were no EVMs. No complaint goes in, and every time, Vivek, silence. You 1 minute, guys. Let's
चीफ
1 minute.
जस्टिस को क्यों हटाया गया इलेक्शन कमीशन को चूज करने के लिए?
मैम, ये पूरी बात अमित शाह
इम्यूनिटी क्यों दी गई?
You know, again, Vivek silence. The debate has moved on from that point. Why do you bring up the same point which has been debated to death in every single debate? Why are we not talking about the fact that Tamil Nadu will use EVM in local body polls, but Karnataka will go to paper ballot? And wherever there have been paper ballots, also the Congress party has lost. Vivek Srivastava, what is the sense, what is the logic in all of this? Can you please explain? Because the ex-Chief Justice of India, Justice Sanjeev Khanna had said, you know, paper ballot, going back to paper ballot is regressive. Why don't you have faith in anything? Not the Supreme Court, not the Chief Justice, not the EVM, nobody.
Yes, you see, the observation made by the Chief Justice is not binding, and I do not think the Chief Justice is, he's an expert on this issue. Maybe it's an issue in which an expert of other people is needed. Expertise of other people is needed. Secondly, you see, it's very clear. It is not the question of EVM versus, the paper ballots. It is the question of intentions. And if there is a fear factor, if people feel there could be a conspiracy, if people feel that the EVMs could be manipulated, if the opposition feels that way, then why is the ruling party not trying to come out and challenge us and say, "आ जाओ भाई, हम तो ballot box के लिए तैयार हैं. 2029 ballot paper पे होगा. हम तैयार हैं, हम जीतेंगे." आप बोलिए ना. But you don't say that because there is something fishy going on. If we say that something is wrong, do it. Now, if you're talking of Kerala, where Mr. Rahul Gandhi was congratulating his people, or you're talking of EVMs being introduced at the local level in Tamil Nadu, please understand the governments over there are trying to work hard to make sure that tampering doesn't take place, and Ishkaran could not answer the logic of Salin Dharnidharan when he clearly said, agar main 1 lakh se ek aadmi jeet raha hai Tamil Nadu mein DMK ka, agar EVMs nahi hote to 1.5 lakh se jeetta. So it's not about, it's about the margin of victory. And in today's world, when the elections are being won by a very small margin,
let me answer.
Yeah, direct, absolutely.
Direct answer. Just
Salin Dharnidharan said it, and you need to clarify.
Direct answer.
Okay, Ishkaran, first direct answer. Shehzad coming in. Abhijit, I'm coming to you. Ishkaran.
Navika ji, the test is what is the electoral history. When somebody says I won with the biggest margin ever in history, तो उससे पहले तो पेपर बैलेट थे. तो उससे पहले आप 4 लाख से क्यों नहीं जीते कभी? अब ईवीएम में आप 1 लाख से जीते, सो हाउ कैन यू डिनाई इलेक्टोरल हिस्ट्री? अदरवाइज यू शुड हैव सेड मैं पहले 4 लाख से जीता था, इस बार ईवीएम के अंदर मैं 1 लाख से जीता क्योंकि ईवीएम फ्रॉड है. सो व्हेन यू योरसेल्फ डू नॉट नो द इलेक्टोरल हिस्ट्री, हाउ आर यू मेकिंग दैट आर्गुमेंट?
नहीं, इस बार काम ज्यादा किया.
अजब आदमी है भाई. पहले तो 1 लाख वोट पाके लोग लोकसभा जीत जाते थे, अब 5 लाख वोट पाके हार जाते हैं.
कम्युनिस्ट को अप और डाउन के अंदर, इकोनॉमी के अंदर, वोटिंग के अंदर, मैथ्स के अंदर समझ नहीं आता. इफ यू आर गेटिंग द हाईएस्ट लेवल, दैट मींस इट वाज द बेस्ट सिस्टम फॉर यू.
One minute. I'm coming to everyone. I'm coming to everyone one by one. Salim Dharnidharan also wants to make a point. Salim.
To me, Navika, can you come to me?
Yes, sir. I'm giving you the opportunity, sir.
Very clear. We won with such a big margin. No, that's what I'm saying. No, let me speak. So we won with its greatest majority because there was so much anti-Modi wave in Tamil Nadu and pro-DMK, MK Stalin wave. That is why the margin. But if the elections were being fair, the election commission was neutral, then the margin would have been even higher. We won probably with 52% vote share.
10 lakh.
Our vote share have been 62%.
Okay, 10 lakh. Your election margin would have been 10 lakh.
I'll answer this point only. Please bear with me. First of all, Vivek Srivastava. Sir. Salim ji, you have spoken. Salim ji. I request your indulgence, Salim ji.
All right, you are saying you would have won by a bigger margin. Abhi election commission has only allowed you a 1.5 lakh margin. Come on, Shehzad, respond.
First of all, after many days, I am seeing Vivek Srivastava, original Vivek back. So original Vivek, नमस्कार. विवेक जी ने अच्छा आर्गुमेंट दिया. विवेक जी बोलते हैं कि अगर जनता बोल रही है बैलेट पे जाओ, फीलिंग है तो फीलिंग को इंप्लीमेंट करो. तो केरला में क्यों नहीं किया इंप्लीमेंट? देयर इट वाज ईवीएम विदाउट वीवीपैट और वहां पे यूडीएफ जीती. अच्छा चलिए, अभी यूडीएफ बोलती है या कांग्रेस से ये लोग बोलते हैं कि वी वुड हैव वन बाय 10 लाख मार्जिन इफ द ईसी वुड हैव बीन फेयर. तो सेकंड क्लेमेंट कौन था वहां पे? एलडीएफ. हमारा स्टेक क्या है केरला में? हमारा स्टेक क्या है तमिलनाडु में? पॉइंट इज कि वहां मतलब फिर यू आर सेइंग कि द कांग्रेस इज डूइंग वोट चोरी और लेफ्ट इज डूइंग वोट चोरी. पॉइंट is only this. If you all really feel कि EVM is bad, Mr. Salim, Mr. Dharnidharan, Vivek ji सुन लीजिए. If you feel EVM is bad, give me the announcement right now that we are doing all polls by ballot paper in our local polls. You and Mr. Salim Dharnidharan both say it.
Will you say that?
EVMs are not bad. The people
manage it. Well, Abhijit Iyer Mitra. Abhijit Iyer Mitra.
वो दिखाओ.
Zoom. 1 minute. Abhijit Iyer Mitra. EVMs are not bad. Conspiracy is there. Well, 1 minute. When they win, it is fine. When they lose, it is bad. When they are used in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, they are fine. When they are used elsewhere, it is bad. When we lose by paper ballots in the states that we are in government in, then we don't know what happens. But there must be a conspiracy somewhere. Are they seeing ghosts?
Can I add some more conspiracy theories to this?
Yes, please. Go ahead. Okay. Be my guest.
So, you see, I would say that, the appointment of the election commissioner of Karnataka itself is quite conspiratorial in the way it was done. This gentleman, Sangreshi, he was the law secretary before, highly political gentleman. He was appointed chairman of the State Permanent Backward Classes Commission. Within hours, the order was rescinded.
He was the secretary of...
Allow him to complete. He's come in at the end of the debate, Vivek Silas. 1 minute.
What is this?
He's come in the end.
So,
allow him to make a point, sir. He's not even spoken for 20 seconds and you have a problem.
So then what happens is the order gets rescinded within a few hours and he suddenly appointed state election commissioner. Now the question then becomes, when you have somebody political like this, why did the governor assent to the appointment all of a sudden? The governor should have also raised issues. He did not. Now, we then get to the second issue in all of this. Whose fault is it? See, why is the Congress able to get away with so much with all this altu paltu, dal paltu and things like that? Well, it's very simple. The EC should have also gone in for the kill. They went on asking Rahul Gandhi to present proof. But when it came to actually presenting proof, Rahul Gandhi refused to submit an affidavit and things like that. He did everything, all the grandstanding he did, but he refused to submit an affidavit. At that point, the election commission could have also gone after him and initiated charges, etc., against him. Because, undermining faith in national institutions is not a good thing. They did not. why did they not do that? Because that would have squelched the issue then and there. Third, when we're talking about the US, can we please go back to the history of disputed US elections thanks to the paper ballot? You know, this latest election is not the only one. Do you remember the Gore, the one after Clinton, the Gore Bush election where Bush got elected, where the entire Florida vote was called into question? And it ended up being one of those things where for 2 years, there were conspiracy theories put out. The Biden election was called into question again. You know, we have seen the videos of votes being counted here and there. Please, America has never, ever been a model for any country in terms of elections, at least in terms of election integrity, ever in its history. Nobody, not even Nazi Germany, took America as the role model. Third is something very curious. You see, why is it in all of this, the Congress has just one thing to say now. If they lose after the paper ballot, if they still end up losing the election, then what happens? Will they then admit, will the Congress spokesperson here then admit that he was wrong? It is actually...
Ashwini Mishra, please respond, and please also respond to the fact that in Bihar, you said the elections were rigged, but the insiders of the Congress party blamed the chief in charge of Bihar elections, Krishna Allavaru, and not one review has been filed. If you thought there was vote chori, why has no review, why has no case been filed in that? Number one. Number two, in Kerala, how are you accepting everything? And why in Karnataka town elections did you lose despite paper ballot, despite your own government and despite your own state election commissioner? Please answer all of these questions.
Beta, because beta, not data.
नाविका जी क्रिकेट मैच में एक अंपायर जो है वो बॉल टेम्परिंग भी कर सकता है, गलत डिसीजन भी दे सकता है और पूरा मैच चेंज कर सकता है. Here, the umpire is of Bharatiya Janata Party. The election commission is colluding with Bharatiya Janata Party-led government, and so they can do the vote theft at multiple levels.
Ashwini Kumar Mishra, I agree with you. 1 minute, Ashwini, you'll be pleasantly surprised. I agree with you that an umpire can swing a match, but the player has to play, sir. The player has to run from wicket to wicket for the umpire to give him right out or wrong out. Because in this case, please ask Bhai Jagdap of your own party. Please ask your Bihar contestants of your own party. Please explain to me why are they complaining against the Congress itself? Why is Bhai Jagdap complaining against the Congress in charge itself? वो तो समझा दो. मैच खेलोगे तो सही, अंपायर तो बाद में आएगा, पहले दौड़िए तो सही.
ना अंपायर एलबीडब्ल्यू देकर के किसी को भी आउट कर सकता है नाविका जी. उसके लिए आप कितना भी अच्छी बैट्समैन हो, आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
भैया आप बैठे रहोगे घर में, बाहर निकलोगे नहीं, कैंपेन करोगे नहीं, लड़ोगे नहीं और अंपायर को दोष दोगे. You know, I don't know, not just me, but I think people of India are losing their mind by giving opportunities to the Congress party because they don't seem to get it right. We did a poll, Karnataka local polls via ballot papers. Will it change Congress's poll fortunes? Yes, say 21%. No, say 76%. 76% believe आपका कुछ नहीं होने वाला भाई. बैलेट पेपर से कर लो, ईवीएम से कर लो, जैसे मर्जी कर लो, अपना इलेक्शन कमीशन बिठा लो. नहीं होने वाला भाई, आपसे ना हो पाएगा जब तक you don't get your strategy right. Isn't that what this poll is saying, Ishkaran Bhandari?
Navika ji, 2 short points. Firstly, you have to play matches in India, not be playing matches outside India to win in India, whether it be cricket or whether it be whatever sport. I don't want to go into that. The second aspect, even if umpire gives a wrong decision, there is a review system. In our country, we have courts. You can go there, seek a judicial review and get the decision overturned. So at least be factually and legally correct.
One more cricket analogy, one more. ये इनका नेता हिट विकेट होता है, फिर बोलता है आउट क्यों दिया? अरे हिट विकेट होना तो बंद करो. और सुप्रिया सुळे का बयान सुनो.
कागज मेरे साथ क्या हुआ, पहले पंचायत में इतनी बड़ी सरकार आई, मैं नहीं कह रही हूँ, इनका कहना है कि मैं भी उसी मशीन पे चुन के आई हूँ.
Absolutely, end of story. And this time, after using paper ballots, if the Congress loses, then what bahana will they choose? That is the question people are asking tonight. We'll end the debate here because this is a never-ending debate. Thank you very much to all my panelists joining me on debate number 1.